Should an emergency occur, instructions will be provided through public address system. Public safety personnel dispersed through the stadium may also provide instructions to fans. It is important for people to remain calm and follow through the instructions. If there is a total loss of power, please stay seated and school district staff will provide further directions. Under special circumstances for safety purposes, fans may be required to evacuate the stadium. Should this occur, please follow the directions provided through the public address system and leave in a calm, orderly fashion through the nearest gate. Should a weather event develop, information and warnings will be provided through the stadium public address system. After an event would cause you to leave the stadium, you would be readmitted to the stadium once it's safe. To report a public safety issue, please inform a CISD police officer or school official. Lastly, please remember, if you see something, say something.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to tonight's game. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players and students have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve excellence. We also ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, trainers, cheerleaders, dancers, and musicians have put forth. Cheer them on, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of their hard work. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. The game officials have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike any of those players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. Enjoy the game. Looking to make a difference in the lives of Conroe ISD students? Each day, CISD transports approximately 35,000 students from home to school and back again. CISD also transports thousands of more students to field trips, athletic events, and academic competitions. Become a bus driver today and make a positive impact in your community by being the first and last face a child sees each day. Apply today at conroeisd.net.
Hello everyone and welcome to Moorhead Stadium for this district opener between the Conroe High Tigers and Oak Ridge War Eagles. District play begins tonight for these two teams in 13-6A, and it's also homecoming night for Conroe High School. I'm Jeremy McGrail, and thank you for joining us tonight for this Conroe ISD live stream on YouTube. Both of these teams are coming into this game tonight after some rough ends to their non-district schedules, but the beauty of district starting is that tonight is a clean slate for each and an opportunity to work their way towards earning a state playoff berth. 4 tickets are up for grabs to go to the playoffs from this district, and so is a district championship, and tonight can be the first step towards either one of those goals for both of these teams. So plenty to play for, a clean slate, and that's the beauty about district play. And especially in the state of Texas, this is why these kids play. It's to be in games like this against local rivals, games that mean something, games that carry, that have something on the line and something to play for with a tangible goal at the end if they can reach their objective. Again, excited to bring you this game tonight. This will be my second time calling the Conroe Tigers this year, my first time actually getting a look at Oak Ridge. Again, excited to see how both of these teams compete here tonight. I was over at Woodforest Bank Stadium last night for the Woodlands district opener against Willis, which the Woodlands won by a score of 43-10. The Highlanders won that one. So looking forward to seeing what happens with these two teams here tonight. Thank you for joining us. We'll turn it over to the pregame festivities, and we will see you here closer to kickoff. We are just over 20 minutes from the opening kick here tonight. Again, homecoming night here for the Conroe High Tigers, and they had the homecoming court out here pregame. They introduced them pretty early here, actually, this evening, about 20 minutes ago. You'll see them again at halftime, and I believe the Conroe High Band's going to perform after the game as well here tonight. So again, it should be a good crowd on hand tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you a little closer to kickoff here.
Junior Dante Bradford. Sophomore All-American Michaela Costello. Junior All-American Michelle Morris. Sophomore All-American Alyssa Fowler. Sophomore Violet Hopkins. The cheerleaders are coached by Amanda Harper and Emily Butcher. This week's cheerleader of the week are Katie Montgomery and Alyssa Fowler. And now let's meet the Conroe varsity cheerleaders. Coached by Lindsay Odenberg, Courtney Campos, and Gabriella Lynn. Sophomore Lily Taglioli. Junior Kaylin Petronella. Sophomore Haley Knapp. Sophomore All-American Amber Maraviglia. Junior Haley Phillips. Junior Captain Allison Gray. Junior Susie Diaz. Senior Captain All-American Leah Lawhorn. Senior All-American Fabiana Duran. Senior All-American Alyssa Castrojohn. Senior All-American Emily Clark, Cheerleader of the Week. Senior Abigail Adams. Junior Cooper Cannon. Junior Sydney Hines. Sophomore Amelia Nicosia. And senior Tambo the Tiger. The cheerleaders would like to thank McKenzie's Barbecue for our homecoming dinner donation. Now for our Good Sportsman League, please direct your attention to the center of the field. Before each game, members of the Good Sportsman League meet and exchange gifts that symbolize friendliness and good sportsmanship between the two schools. Representing Oak Ridge, Kylie Weeks and Ashley Lane. Representing Conroe, Elaine Cisneros, Kathleen Galetta, and Jameson Davis. Let's give our young people a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? We ask that you take a moment to consider in your own way the safety of the players in tonight's contest, the sportsmanship that will be displayed, and everyone's safe return home. Please join in a moment of silence. Thank you. And if you would, please remain standing for the playing of the school song. First, the school song of Oak Ridge High School. And now, the school song of Conroe High School. Thank you. You may be seated.
For over 40 years, Woodforest National Bank has proudly supported the youth and schools of this great community. Our bank has grown through the years, and Montgomery County is our home. With over 30 convenient branch locations right here in Montgomery County, we are your community bank. Next time you're in the area, stop by and say hi. But for now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Hi, it's Donnie Buckaloo from Buckaloo Chevrolet, home of the Better Buy. Buckaloo Chevrolet is here to help you with all your transportation needs. Your experience can be touchless. You can do your paperwork at home instead of coming to our dealership. Plus, we'd be happy to deliver your vehicle to you. And remember, at Buckaloo Chevrolet, our prices are real. We only advertise rebates you qualify for. Visit us in Conroe or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. See you soon.
It's a better buy at Buckaloo.
What if everyone could heal like a pro? As the official healthcare provider for the Houston Texans, we use our experience to treat every patient with the same elite level of care. Studying the human body at its peak to better treat it when it's not. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
It's not enough to be the leader in robotic-assisted procedures if we're not by your side for every step of your recovery, guiding you back to what makes you, you. Because it's not enough to replace your knee if we're not getting you to the moments that can't be replaced. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Welcome back to Moorhead Stadium. I'm Jeremy McGrail. We are just over 8 minutes away from kickoff. We should have the teams coming down the ramps here shortly and running onto the field so we can get this game started here tonight. Again, Conroe 2-3 record coming in tonight. Oak Ridge 1-4, but both, the only matter that numbers is 1, putting a 1 in that winning column to start district play. So look forward to watching this game. We'll see you in a few minutes for the kick. Conroe High Tigers have just emerged from their locker room, about to make the trip down the ramp and run out onto the field here tonight. Oak Ridge now emerging from the visitor locker room as well to get this game started. Again, Conroe 2-3 coming into this game, beat Maid Creek 34-7 in their first game of the year, which I called here at Moorhead. And they followed that up with a 42-0 win over Kingwood. Then against Summer Creek, they lost 63-7. Then they played Houston Lamar after that, lost 43-21, then lost to Clear Springs 64-27 to finish up non-district. Oak Ridge, meanwhile, beat Clear Creek 28-24 in their first game of the year, lost to Stratford 31-27 in the second game, then lost to Pearland 36-33, another close game, before dropping the fourth game 38-13 to Tomball, and then finally, their last non-district game against Montgomery, Oak Ridge lost that one 62-32. But again, as I mentioned a minute ago, the only number that matters tonight is putting a 1 in the winning column to start district play. This is why these kids are playing football, to be in games like this against your local rivals with an opportunity to go to the state playoffs if you can nab one of those 4 playoff berths that are up for grabs in District 13 6A. Should be an exciting one here tonight. We've got the smoke coming out of the floats, and these teams are going to run out onto the field here within seconds. We'll line up, do the national anthem, and then it'll be time to kick this thing off again. Conroe High against Oak Ridge, and tonight it is homecoming night for the Conroe Tigers, and they had the homecoming court out here pregame already introduced. We'll see those festivities at halftime as well. Be a great crowd here on the home side and the visitor side, and here come the Tigers, ready to do some business here tonight. Great shot of them coming onto the field, and again here tonight, looks like absolutely ideal conditions for football as the sun's going to set here very shortly. Just the last rays of sunshine poking above the horizon, but shortly should be just absolutely pristine conditions, just like I saw last night at Woodforest Bank Stadium. We've got two teams on the field. I'm going to cut here momentarily so we can do the national anthem. Then we'll come back and get this game kicked off. Thank you for joining me on this Conroe ISD broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem. All men shall remove their hats, and everyone should stand and place their hand over their heart in honor of our great country. Facing the center of the field for the presentation of our colors, our national colors, by the Conroe High School Army Junior ROTC Battalion Color Guard, and the national anthem played by the legendary Conroe Tiger Band. The color guard consists of Right Guard, Cadet Corporal Singletary. American flag, Cadet Corporal Yassa. Texas flag, Cadet Corporal Lester. Left Guard, Cadet Private First Class Langley. And the troop is under the command by Cadet Corporal Yassa.
And with that beautiful rendition of our national anthem, let's get ready to play football. As the ROTC march off the field with the flags. Just beautiful job by the choir down on the field during that national anthem. Few things more stirring than that when you get ready to play Texas high school football. Once again, district play starts tonight. Both of these teams, so it's all there to play for. Officials gather in midfield, going to get ready to walk out here with the captains, and we'll determine who is going to start with the ball first here tonight. See who will have a chance to take the early initiative in this one. Again, both of these teams look like they put up points here in their non-district, so we'll see how that translates here tonight.
Captains for the War Eagles are number 99, Miles.
Looking at the non-district sales, see Oak Ridge involved in 3 games that were decided by 1 possession, so definitely battle-tested from those efforts that they put out early in the season. Also, looking at the Oak Ridge roster, it's my first time seeing them this year, and I see a number of sophomores on this roster. In fact, I've been paying pretty close attention to Texas high school football for the better part of 30 years now, and I'm not sure I've ever seen this many sophomores on a varsity roster, at least for a team in the highest classification. So clearly, got a lot of underclassmen on this War Eagle team that are earning their stripes here, trial by fire, I guess you could say, as varsity football players. But they must be pretty impressive to get this number of them on their varsity roster. Looking forward to getting a look at Oak Ridge here tonight and also seeing the progress that Conroe has made since I first watched them in the first game of the year against Maid Creek. As the players break from midfield, we will get ready to kick this thing off here. My name is Jeremy McGrail, delighted to help bring you this Conroe ISD Sports YouTube live stream. And again, please do like, subscribe, and follow our social channels, starting with this YouTube video if you would. It helps increase the exposure that Conroe ISD Sports gets and helps more people find our channels and just see how special our student athletes are in this district. So we appreciate all of the help you're able to give us through our social channels. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, at Conroe ISD Sports. Oak Ridge going to kick us off here tonight. Placing the ball on the tee, number 29, Fernando Vasquez. 3 men deep for the Conroe Tigers, ready to receive this. A high kick. It will be returnable, however. Gonna look for some room. A little bit of a lane up the middle, bounces out right, and there's more space out there. Gonna be a very good opening return. That's number 7, Jace Williams, a senior, on that good return. Good job of patient running there. Getting pats on the back from his teammates on the sideline, well deserved. Just did a good job picking his spot. In this Conroe offense, I was impressed with the accurate passes that I saw in the game against Maid Creek from Garlock. Didn't seem to put a whole lot of balls in places where his men couldn't catch them. Here he is, split back shotgun. Flip the tight end here, H-back. Sweep to number 2, Treshawn Kendall, senior. He's stacked up at the line. Oak Ridge defense alive to the task there. Make a good early stop. Oak Ridge starting 3 down linemen across their front here. Garlock back in the gun. Again, going to flip the H-back. A little bit of a roll right. It's like Garlock didn't have any options downfield, wanted to tuck and try and find space to run. But again, nothing there. And the Oak Ridge defense putting up a wall early. Bring us to 3rd and 11. Oak Ridge defense is saying none shall pass at the line of scrimmage right now. See if they can get themselves off the field here on 3rd down. Garlock, empty backfield. And pressure up the middle. He's going to be flushed right. There is a flag in the secondary. We'll have to wait and see what this call is. But yeah, the flag was thrown kind of down the field about 20 yards in the area where receivers were running routes. Let's see what we have here. Discussion. The defensive holding. Nope. There you go. Yeah. Lead official corrected the ball spotter there. He was walking back the other way to mark off against Conroe. They said, not so fast. It's going the other way. And that totally changes the situation here for Conroe. From a 3rd and 11 to, looks like it'll be 3rd and 1. Try and find space up the middle, but Oak Ridge, wow. That defensive front is just all over Conroe there. Again, the chains did reset. Like they were a little slow to set initially. Apologize for that. But once again, yeah, Oak Ridge defensive line really impacting this game early. Be a 2nd and 10, so that defensive holding did create a 1st down for the Tigers. Big first call. When it looked like Oak Ridge was going to get off the field. 2-by-2 shotgun. Garlock, heavy pressure, doesn't see it. Came from his backside. Wow. That's number 88, Jaquavius Pierce, on that sack. Nothing Garlock could do about that. Had no eyesight at all. He was looking to the right. Pressure came from his 6. Once again, backed up to a 3rd and about 18, it looks like on the scoreboard. 9:24 in counting, under 9:20 now, 1st quarter. Empty backfield once again for Garlock. Motion across Kendall. Gonna look for a screen. Now he's looking downfield, and again, heavy pressure on him. Really bright, aggressive defense early on from Oak Ridge here. Really impressed by the early pressure that they were able to generate here, despite having a giving up a penalty aided 1st down. And out to punt will be Conroe. It will be Worcester Cruz Granados, number 47, out to do the duties. He is a senior. Get the kick away. Good high kick. Will be fielded and attempt on the return, but the Tiger coverage was all over it. Great job smothering that. Flip field position successfully for Conroe. Give their defense a positive place to start on the field here. Let's see what the Oak Ridge offense is going to bring here tonight. 1st and 10, War Eagles as they huddle on the sideline to figure out what play they want to bring here first tonight. One of the more impressive players on the Conroe defense that I saw in their first game is number 22, Roman Hamilton, the senior. He appeared to be everywhere in that game. Back in the shotgun, Oak Ridge. Quick throw out for the bubble screen to number 6. That is Jerron Jonas on the catch. In at quarterback for Oak Ridge here tonight, number 3 is senior Ethan Rodriguez. Completes his first pass of the evening. And it was stopped for no gain, so it is 2nd and 10. So we're at 8:30 and counting here, 1st quarter. Still nothing on the scoreboard for either team. Rodriguez going to hand off. Looking to make a quick cut there is the tailback, but Conroe shuts the door. It was Larry DeBose, sophomore. number 12. And try and move quickly as Rodriguez going to signal to his offensive line. 2x2 shotgun set, 4 wide. Rodriguez back to pass some pressure. And they're going to get him. Great job by the Tiger defense. So it looks like both defensive fronts have come to play here tonight. Aggression early from both defenses. And a key stop there for Conroe. The Oak Ridge's turn to punt here tonight. Back to punt is number 18, Matthew Humplick, senior. Roll to right, gets a good line drive punt away. Will be returnable, however. And that is Jace Williams, who also returned the opening kick of the game. Again, looking for space around the right side, shows some good speed. Oak Ridge was able to kind of get the lane closed up. Williams is a senior. Back comes Garlock and the Tiger offense, going to see if they can do anything about that Oak Ridge front that was so dominant on their first possession of the night here. Just breaking through the offensive line. See if they can get that fixed. Rainbow motion into the backfield. Garlock looking downfield, looking deep. He's looking for Tershawn Kendall, senior, number 2. Looked to have a step on his man, but just couldn't quite make the connection there. Seemed to be a good idea, though, on the play call. That was Kylie Payne that motioned into the backfield on that play. It's the sort of motion you typically see in a flex bone or wing T style offense. They loop around back like that. Split backs. 2nd and 10. Be a handoff, left side. Good tackle there by the Oak Ridge defense. Kendall on the carry. Not much room, however. Bring up a 3rd and slightly more than medium. 3rd and 7, they're going to call it on the scoreboard. We are at 6:38 on the game clock in the first quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, no score yet. Defense is dominant early. Another 3rd down here. Comes Payne again. Fake. Goes to his favorite target, and he's loose. There he goes. They're not... just tripped up at the very end. It looked like he was going to get in the end zone, and that is Lewis Williams. He is the man that Garlock is looking for often. Just a great talent, junior receiver. First explosive play of the night for either team. Barely tripped up at the end of that. Oak Ridge defender not letting up at all on the play. That's the sort of effort play that can come up huge depending on what the defense is able to do inside the 5. Split backs. Garlock gonna look to take it sweep. He sneak in. No. No signal for a touchdown. They're gonna mark him just shy. It's like the half-yard line where they're putting it down. Quickly to the line. Try and wedge it in. Looked like they had the surge there. Should be a touchdown. Still no signal. Still no signal. Wow, you got to earn it tonight. Man, they're going to go very quickly again. There it is. No mistaking that surge. Touchdown, Tigers. By Garlock surging forward on that one. Got a great wedge blocking there from the Tiger line. We're going to put the first points on the board. 6-0 to the homecoming team here tonight, Conroe Tigers. 5:17 first quarter. On for the point after is Cruz Gallegos. Does a good job, kicks it right through. 7-0 Conroe. Again, that drive for Conroe was all set up by that big reception to Lewis Williams. Explosive play down the sideline. Looked like he was going to score. Just got kind of heel tackled at the very end of his run. And the Tigers were able to eventually punch it in the end zone after a couple of tries there. In close. The Oak Ridge defense had started very brightly, so they can take heart from the energy they've started this game with. See if they can answer here now with their offense. Provided they can get this kick fielded well, of course. Got 2 men back deep for Oak Ridge. Number 12, Larry DeBose, sophomore. Along with number 21, that is Morgan Camden. Camden Morgan, rather. Morgan is junior. Cruz Gallegos going to do the quick punt, looking for an onside style thing there. It does get loose. Conroe looks to have recovered that, and they do. Wow. What a job by Cruz Gallegos executing that. Kicked a line drive, just squibbed it across the surface of the turf. It gets loose. And the Tigers had all the bodies there to hop on it and recover that. Suddenly, with Oak Ridge coming out with their hair on fire defensively, now it's Conroe that's totally taken over the momentum of this game after it looked like Oak Ridge had the upper hand on the first exchanges of the football game. Once again, Oak Ridge defense out on the field having to see if they can bow up here. Early challenge for the War Eagles. Garlock has a 3x1 shotgun set, 4 wide. Fake the handoff. Again, pressure, heavy pressure coming up the middle. Not going to get away from that. This Oak Ridge defense certainly came to play tonight, and that is Miles Terry on that sack. Again, heavy pressure right up the middle. Kind of a rodeo tackle there. Again, 3x1 shotgun. Gonna hand it off. Wow. Jaquavius Pierce, I believe, the first man there. But just everyone getting through. And just like that, Conroe High offense backed way up, 3rd and 23. These defensive linemen for Oak Ridge are something else. They're just extremely active early in this game. Once again, just all over the backfield. Once again, applying a hit to the quarterback. And again, that was Pierce, the man who just made the tackle, applying the pressure there. Great response from the War Eagle defense. Conroe Tigers have to be thinking, wow, just when we thought we'd figured something out. This Cruz Granados getting a workout here early. Gets that punt away. Looks like going to take a favorable bounce. Very favorable. Field position flipped. And finally, the War Eagle offense gets another chance at having a possession here. Got 3:57 remaining here in the first quarter tonight. New QB in the game. Wow, wide open up the middle. They're not getting him. Wow, he is off to the races. Oh, ball punched out at the very end, however. They're going to call it a touchdown. They will say he got across. Number 12, Larry DeBose, sophomore, on the carry. And in at quarterback there was Steve Smedley, a junior. Larry DeBose barely gets across there, but that ball flew out at the very end of that play. Wide open hole right up the middle of the Tiger defense.
He's in for War Eagles, touchdown.
Some protests from the crowd on the replay, but the call stands. Be a touchdown. Oak Ridge 7-6, pending the point after here. Fernando Vasquez on for the PAT. Kicks that one well through.
Number 29, Fernando.
7-7. Game on. 3:44 left in the first quarter. This is what we have to look for tonight, then strap in. Welcome to District 13 6A football. Competition level is certainly dialed up here tonight, and you can tell there are things at stake in this football game. Non-district is fun and all, but nothing compares to being under Friday night lights. Local rivals going at it, competing their hardest. Kick looks like go out of bounds. Favorable starting position for Conroe. Garlock back out onto the field. And again, early challenge for the Conroe Tigers here tonight is trying to get some kind of blocking in place against this Oak Ridge defensive front. And it's been all the line, just the 3 men against the 5 of Conroe, just wreaking all kinds of havoc. Much better protection for Garlock there, and he capitalizes on it with a beautifully thrown football. On the catch, number 81, Robert Burns. It's a nice corner route that he ran there. Garlock dropped it in. Feathery touch on that one. Three by one, 4 wide look for Conroe. Going to keep it. Good fake by Garlock there around the right side. He's got big yards. This is much better from the Tigers offense. He have first down and move the chains. Conroe in business. And that's probably the type of sleight of hand that it's going to take to throw this Oak Ridge front off the scent a little bit. Had very good protection on the pass before that. Split backs, they're going to flip the players. Go up the middle. And that is 24, Christopher Ware, Jr. for the Tigers on that carry. And Oak Ridge defense going to see if they can play some red zone defense here. Always one of the goals on the team sheet. Looking for Williams there, just overthrown slightly. Again, kind of smart with the ball there because you want to put it in a place where either your man gets it or no one does. That was the idea there, just floated a little bit too far outside the sideline. 4-receiver set, trips to the near side here for Conroe. Garlock, good protection, lots of time to throw. That has an open man, can he bring it in? Almost. Great effort. He's looking to kind of pirouette and make sure he kept his feet in. That was Kylie Payne. Trying to do fancy footwork there in the back of the end zone. Would have been a phenomenal catch. On comes Cruz Gallegos. Yeah, about a 35, 36-yard field goal try from here. It's like, yeah, 35 exactly. Right in the middle of the field. Line drive. And it's good. Be 10-7. Conroe leading over Oak Ridge. 2:41 left in the first quarter here tonight. Special teams back on the field for both Oak Ridge and Conroe High. Cruz Granados handling all the kicking duties tonight. Put the ball down at the 40. Had a very cheeky onside kick, which Conroe High recovered a couple of minutes ago. See if he's in the mood for such trickery again, or if he'll just put a boot through this one. Did a great job of skimming that kick across the turf. Nearly got loose there. Kind of a deep pooch kick there, floated it high in the air. On the return for Oak Ridge, number 14, Austin Denny, a senior. Again, for the War Eagles, just a roster loaded with sophomores and juniors. I was saying immediately before the game started, I'm not sure I've ever seen this many sophomores on a varsity roster, ever. 2-by-1 shotgun formation for the War Eagles here. Again, back in at quarterback, Steve Smedley, number 2, junior. Early movement. Of course, all the laundry comes down. Back up Oak Ridge 5 yards here. Again here, nice opportunity for the War Eagle offense to keep things moving here tonight and keep themselves in this game in the mood for scoring points. Smedley, well, slant route. Did the receiver go down? They're going to mark him down. Nice effort to stay on his feet. Number 1, Jaquale Harrison on the catch. He's a junior. It's a nicely thrown football by Smedley. Had to really get it in there on that slant. And he did the job. We'll bring up a 2nd and 2 as we near the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle, where they had their success on the last drive. Same running back as well, number 12, Larry DeBose, sophomore. Again, finds good success, easy first down. Finding something they like directly up the middle of the Tiger defense. Just broke the last one for a long touchdown. Their only points of the night here so far, but obviously looking to add to that. Split backs look for Smedley. Go sweep, DeBose up top side. Again, he's getting in the lane of space, first down. Oak Ridge offense doing a good job of gashing the Tigers here. Oak Ridge in business in the Conroe half of the field. There's a 4-wide shotgun here. Oak Ridge, and bullet throw into the slot. 21 Camden Morgan on that catch, junior. We have 2nd and 5, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2x2, 4 wide. Motion across. Here's DeBose up the middle again. Big hole, and he's going to dance around the edge to see if he can take it. He'll get in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Touchdown, Larry DeBose, touchdown, Oak Ridge. That'll bring us to 13-10 on the scoreboard to the War Eagles. Just big initial hole there, and then DeBose does the rest, making his cuts, getting to the open grass, and then getting into the corner of the end zone. Protecting the football there. Fernando Vasquez. It'll be no good, they'll say.
The extra point attempt is no good.
So we're at 13-10 on the scoreboard. Oak Ridge leading Conroe with 28 seconds remaining first quarter. Vasquez on to do the kickoff. We'll send it up high. Returnable here. Lots of space, actually, to get this going. That's Williams. Just the man you want right now if you're the Conroe Tigers. A little very late flag coming in. Let's see what this is all about. Flag came in around midfield, far away from where Williams was tackled. See what impact this call will have. Significant either way. That will be on Oak Ridge, so this is going to put Conroe in great field position. They'll move across midfield, spot the ball on the 46-yard line of Oak Ridge. It's a phenomenal starting position in what we call the go zone for an offense, as in anything goes here, anything in the playbook. See what Garlock and the Tiger offense try and dial up here. See if they go for any trickery, reverse. Great spot on the field for a reverse or a double pass. Garlock under pressure, has a wide open man top sideline. He's going to go in. He was wide open. Lost track of him, did they? That is number 7 for Conroe, Jace Williams, on that reception. What a football game we've got here tonight. Big plays suddenly happening on both sides of the field. Conroe retakes the lead, 16-13, 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter. When Garlock rolled left, didn't look like he had a whole lot on there. And here is Cruz Granados. See if he can tack on the extra point. Kick is up and good, so that'll make the score Conroe 17, Oak Ridge 13 now. Still not out of the first quarter, 13 seconds on the game clock. Yeah, when Garlock rolled left there, it didn't look like he had a ton on there on that play, but Williams breaking loose down the field was all by himself. Garlock, good job keeping his head up. Able to survey his options deep into that play. Puts the throw just right on the money, easy catch. Hit Williams squarely with that pass. Nice little dance in the end zone there. All right, Oak Ridge, your turn. You have to admire the competitive level that we're seeing in this game so far here tonight. Hope this keeps up. Be in for a very fun evening, if so. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail, helping bring you this Conroe ISD Sports live stream on YouTube here tonight. Thank any and all of you watching for joining us. Austin Denny on that return for Oak Ridge. On the last couple of drives here tonight, the Oak Ridge War Eagle offense has found a lot of success running the football. Just getting into some big holes with Larry DeBose, a sophomore, doing all the damage here so far tonight, or at least most of it. He's got 2 touchdowns, both of the touchdowns for Oak Ridge. Seen some very big initial holes opened in this Conroe defense so far by Oak Ridge. Smedley still in at quarterback. Gonna fake it. Looking down the slot, has a man wide open. He's gonna turn around the edge and look to score. These teams are just going back and forth throwing haymakers right now. I believe that is number 21, Camden Morgan Jr. racing down the sidelines there. This game is blown wide open with both of these offenses all of a sudden here. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're going to flip ends of the field. At the end of one, Conroe 17, Oak Ridge 13.
It's a better buy at Buckaloo in Conroe. Conroe ISD would like to thank our anchor partners for their support. Buckaloo Chevrolet, Good Forest National Bank, Memorial Herman, the Women's Medical Center, Houston Methodist, the Women's Hospital, and General Auto Group. Conroe ISD would also like to thank our founding partners for their support. Richmond Realty Group, Consolidated Communications, Lone Star College, St. Luke's Health, the Women's Sports Medicine Center, and Sam Houston State University. Thank you for your support.
I have to say the lively factor in this game is off the charts here so far tonight. Oak Ridge, very much in business here, deep in Conroe High territory on the 10-yard line. Smedley back out to lead the War Eagle offense. 2x2, 4-wide shotgun set here. See if they stick with DeBose in the ground game or if they go to the air. Motion 2 into the backfield. Looks like have a timeout on the field. Timeout Oak Ridge. First timeout taken here in the first half for either team.
Conroe Football Booster Club is selling cancer awareness shirts, $20. All proceeds are going to the Conroe student family that are dealing with cancer. Selling tonight, they will be presented to the students chosen by the counselors and Dr. Smith at the October 22nd College Park game. Please go down and support. $20 of all proceeds are going to several Conroe students and families that are dealing with cancer.
Oak Ridge quickly back out here. Smedley going to take it around the right, looking for his man. Slightly off target, and Conroe actually had a chance at an interception there. Just bounced around a little bit. I'm sure the Oak Ridge sideline was holding its collective breath there after that bounced off the hands of the intended receiver. Hung up just enough for somebody to maybe pick that off, but bring us to a 2nd and 10 to go. DeBose up the middle. Once again, big initial hole there. Going to get inside the 5, down to the 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 yards for the touchdown. The end zone is the line to gain. One of the more significant plays of this game early on here right now. Oak Ridge trying to keep pace with Conroe here, down by 4. In a game that suddenly exploded to life here in the second half of the first quarter until now. Smedley looking high. He has his man. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. And that is 21, Camden Morgan. Made the big play to set the War Eagles up down here deep in Conroe territory, and he finishes the drive as well. Nicely touched in pass by Smedley there. Kind of looped over the defense, reminded me of kind of the Tebow style jump pass. Smedley didn't have to jump on that, he just made a nicely touched throw. Kicker had to motion for his holder to come out. Usually helps on these. That kick is up and good this time. The score now is Oak Ridge 20, Conroe 17, 11:08 left in the second quarter. Back and forth we go. Oak Ridge kicking team making their way onto the field here. Tiger kick receiving unit ready to go. Nicely returned football. Just tripped up, it looked like there when he was trying to really get going. That was Treshawn Kendall, number 2, senior, on that return. It's Garlock and the Tigers' offense's turn to try and keep the scoring pace up here. Down by 3, 20-17 lead for Oak Ridge currently. It's an empty backfield for Garlock. Going to motion in Kendall. Wow, totally blown up by the Oak Ridge defense. That was an unbelievable defensive play. Just shot through like a missile and blew that up. Hit both the running back and the quarterback.
Bring up second down and 14.
That took my breath away a little. It's a tight formation for Conroe. Motion a man out wide. Just Garlock. Gonna look deep down the field. Wow, very accurately thrown football. Nearly just a phenomenal throw by Garlock. Intended receiver, 13, Nigel Leday, sophomore. This Oak Ridge front, again, generating some just astonishing pressure on certain plays here tonight. Good pocket for Garlock there, gonna float it. Looking for his main man, Lewis Williams III. Couldn't quite make the connection. We'll bring up 4th down. 10-10 on the clock. Will it be 3rd? There is a flag. Ooh, roughing. Big call against Oak Ridge there. It'll be a 1st down Conroe as a result. Big turn of events there. Move the chains out close to midfield now, 46-yard line. Back into freewheeling territory. Anything goes for the offense here. Garlock gonna pull that. Looking for the sideline. Oak Ridge had coverage underneath and over the top of that. Nicely bracketed. It's Kylie Payne, intended man, senior. Well covered by Oak Ridge. Like number 4, Justin Williams. Number 18, Matthew Humplick were on the coverage there. Two-by-two shotgun here for Garlock. Motion a man into the backfield. Lots of movement there. Garlock going to keep it. Shows some nice little burst to get through there. Going to be just shy of the 1st down, it looks like, by a yard. Bring up 3rd and 1. Just under 10 minutes to go until half. 9:47 and counting. It's like 3-by-1 set here for Conroe. Trips up top side. Garlock gonna pull again. Nice fake around the left side. 1st down, easy. Garlock motioning to the sideline. Didn't like what he had, or maybe didn't have anything. He's like, I need to play.
ISD would like to thank our press box sponsors for the 2021 season.
This football game is getting a strong A+ so far tonight. These teams both ready to get after it here tonight. Very competitive football game playing out before us here tonight. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I have here. Also hoping we keep it up. Great action here tonight. 2x2 shotgun. Garlock trying to buy as much time as he can. Manages to pick out Williams over the middle. That is not an easy route to wait to come open. Looks like number 11, Javarius Hatchett, junior quarterback, is going to come in for this play. Garlock took a little bit of a shot at the end of that one. Jersey off one of his shoulder pads there. Yeah, Hatchett, you watch him throw the ball pregame. He's got a rocket for an arm. It just kind of explodes out of his hand. Kylie Payne, rainbow motion into the backfield. It's going to go up the middle, though, to number 2, Treshawn Kendall. Minimal gain, about a few yards, though. Hatchett made it in the first game, also showed really good quickness, so future is bright with him. Garlock, however, ready to come back in, being the senior leader he is. No doubt wants to finish off this drive in style. So move under the 8-minute mark in the second quarter. Looking to the sideline, trying to get the best play. Showing a 3x1 formation trips to the top side for the Tigers. Single receiver down near side. In rainbow motion into the backfield. Gonna blow the play dead though. Timeout. Once again, Conroe maybe slightly out of sync with their calls.
Game day sponsors McKenzie's Barbecue, Raising Cane's at Conroe, the Woodlands and River, Red Robin, Russo's, New York Pizzeria, Conroe, Spring Creek Barbecue, Portofino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, Texas Roadhouse, Conroe, Furnace Country Catfish, Conroe.
And we're ready to resume action here after that brief timeout. Basketball equivalent of a 30-second timeout there. See what Garlock and the Tiger offense are going to try and dial up here. 2nd down and 6 on a down marker. Again, 4 receivers, trips topside, rainbow motion into the backfield here. Going to fake it. Garlock looking all around. He's going to take it off right up the middle, touchdown. Carried out his fakes and then kind of looked around a little bit and was like, no one's here. I'm going to take it straight up the middle for a touchdown. Garlock runs it in. And the Tigers retake the lead in this Seesaw first half. 23-20 now on the scoreboard to the Tigers. Cruz Granados on for the PAT. And he's got it. Score now, Conroe 24, Oak Ridge 20, 7:34 remaining in the second quarter. Keep the drum beats coming. This is a phenomenal football game to watch. Proud to be here with you all tonight, enjoying this one. Homecoming night for Conroe High School. Shaping up to be a memorable one here on the field. That last touchdown play by Garlock, which he ran in, had elements of like what would be called the old kind of crazy option that under center teams used to run, where you got kind of movement going a little bit all directions, kind of a whirly bird motion from the quarterback. well stacked up by the Tiger coverage team there. That was Jaquel Harrison on the return for Oak Ridge, junior, number 1. Again, it's hard to believe that in the initial stages of this football game, the defensive fronts for each kind of dominated the opening exchanges, but somewhere along the line, I would say probably halfway through the first quarter, into the second quarter here, the game's just exploded and turned into a seesaw battle of explosive offense. Here's Smedley was looking to pass that one there, batted down by the Conroe defense. Looked like number 46, Lissandro DeMagistris, a junior, may have been one of the ones to kind of have his paw in the way of that one. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Smedley actually wasn't lined up at quarterback initially to start the game, but came in kind of shortly after that. Bubble has his man tight ropes the sideline. Good job staying in bounds. You will have the first down. That was number 9, Tevian Jefferson on that catch, a sophomore. Great job to tight rope, keep himself in bounds there. It's Ethan Rodriguez who started the game at quarterback for Oak Ridge here tonight. Since then, all Smedley. Gets flushed. Looks to touch pass over. Oh, wow, tipped up and he catches it. Oh, and he's still going. What a run. That was an incredible football play we just witnessed. Suddenly, this game is just the gift that keeps on giving. Camden Morgan has been probably the second most significant weapon on offense here tonight after Larry DeBose in terms of the damage dealing. Gets another one there. It's like Smedley had the right idea on the pass, was trying to kind of touch that one in. Defender got a hand to it, but tipped it right up to the War Eagle receiver. Just like that, War Eagles back in business. They get stacked up there, no gain. Bring up to 2nd and 10. Got 6.5 minutes thereabouts left in the second quarter here. This is much better than sitting at home and watching some Netflix marathon. Got our own plot twists out here tonight. Quick throw out left. Again, positive play. Oak Ridge doing a good job keeping the chains moving. Impressed by the way this young football team, very young football team, is competing. It's like the downside this year is you're super young, but the upside is getting a lot of great experience for these guys. Just learning the best way. Experience. Oh, flag comes down far sideline. Looks like illegal motion offense. It's going to take a 3rd and 2 and make it 3rd and 7 now. 6:08 on the clock. That kind of changes what the coaches probably had in mind there for a play call. In a great kind of running situation there. Now they're going to have to think about throwing the football. But with the success DeBose has had, you wouldn't put it past them to just keep it on the ground here, maybe a draw. Nope, it's going to be a pass flare out to DeBose though. Well designed, well executed. Going to be a first down. DeBose showing his speed. And for DeBose, that was a step above walking pace by his standards. Leaked out of the backfield, no one there to make the tackle for Conroe High. Tigers going to try and bow up here. See if they can maintain their advantage going into the locker room. Under 6 minutes to go in the half. 5:45 on the clock. Stopped it, of course, for the out of bounds. Officials going to move out to the middle of the field here. Something's got the head official's attention down there. Not sure if we have a rogue squirrel or cat. Don't see anything. Appears to be waiting on something, looking down the field away from where all the players are. The official stance represents my feelings exactly right now. Got a great football game going. We don't need delays here tonight. All right, and we're back. It's football time again. Thank goodness. Let's go. Oak Ridge, again, with the ball deep in Conroe High territory, trying to retake the lead. Smedley, heavy pressure. Conroe's going to do the sacking there. Great play by the Tiger defense. Again, looking like number 46 there, Lissandro De Magistris, one of the men on hand for the Tigers. He's helped up by Roman Hamilton. Second and 17. We're going to move under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter after that. 3-by-1 shotgun trips near side here. Setting up a screen, but didn't materialize, and he just has to ground the football.
Pass attempt is incomplete. That'll bring up third down.
The official's going to discuss this. Don't know if they're going to talk about whether or not it was grounding, but no. It's hard to see who might have been in the area in terms of an intended receiver there. Clearly the play did not come off the way Oak Ridge intended it. Fake there, roll left, throwing deep. Yeah, and kind of put that ball in an area where either his man was going to get it or no man was getting it. Fourth down, though. 4th and 17. Tricky spot on the field, probably too far to kick. And not a good spot to punt, so I think you have to go for it here. See what you can get. Maybe you get a penalty, too. .443 on the clock. And Conroe leading Oak Ridge 24-20 currently. Set up a jailbreak screen, has his man. He's going to bust through there. He does. He's going to take it to the house. Well executed play. Touchdown, Eagles. And once again, this game is just off the chain here. Number 9, Tevian Jefferson, sophomore, on that catch and run. Well executed jailbreak screen. Can be such an explosive play if you get the timing just right, and they did there. Smart play to run because it's high percentage. Kind of a shorter throw that you're making over the middle, where you can hit your receiver between the numbers basically, and then he can just do the rest. Typically has a bit of a convoy on that play, that's why they call it a jailbreak screen. And with the point after, Oak Ridge 27, Conroe 24, 4:34 left in the second quarter. I've said this a few times, but what a game we've got. Stick with us. There's Vasquez. Gonna send that one back. Treshawn Kendall on that return. Number 2, a senior.
Harrison, number 1 on the tackle.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to go until half, and that seems like a very long time in this football game. It is a very long time in this game. Garlock back out for more with his Tiger offense buddies. Gonna throw a corner. Has a step, makes the catch. Let's see if he can get more. Oh, what a move on the sideline. Goodness gracious. Incredible quickness there. That's Jace Williams, senior.
He's stopped by number 10, Extra Green.
Just completely froze the defenders up top on the sideline there. Conroe quickly up to the line. They want to move quick here, capitalize on their momentum if they can. They can get lined up. A lot of motioning from the sideline, trying to get people in the right place. Yeah. Play clock at 5, though. Gotta go. They get it. Fade route. Ooh, nearly caught. Yeah, took a little bit too much time to get that one going. Get lined up there. Again, it's both teams trading blows here tonight. Middle of the ring kind of battle. Explosive offense. As quickly as Oak Ridge retook the lead, Conroe is right here on the doorstep trying to take it back. Handoff around the right side. Well stacked up by Oak Ridge. Christopher Ware, I believe, on the carry. Yes, that is Ware. 24, a junior for the Tigers. Yeah, 3rd and 8 to go. 3:39 and counting until half. Garlock just missed his intended man. That was Lewis Williams. It looked like he was looking for there. He was wide open. Just the throw went to a spot where Williams wasn't. Field goal team out. Worcester Cruz Granados. This will be about a 26-yard field goal. Line drive. It's good, and that'll tie the football game up at 27 apiece. 3:16 to go in the second quarter. Epic district football being played here tonight. Once again, my name's Jeremy McGrail, and thank you to all of you for joining us on what's been a phenomenal first half here tonight. And hope you'll stick around through halftime. Join us again for the second half. You don't want to miss this one. And yeah, homecoming festivities for Conroe here coming up at halftime as well. Bring those to you. Cruz Granados here, lining his men up, ready to go. Line drive, kind of squib kick, gonna go straight out of bounds though. As we see the laundry come in there.
Will be spotted at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for Eagles.
Spot the ball at the 30, so 70 yards to go for another score for Oak Ridge. Plenty of time. They've got 2 timeouts left. Should that come into play. Steve Smedley, junior quarterback, back out to lead this War Eagle unit. He's found a lot of success here tonight. Through number 21, Camden Morgan, and number 12, Larry DeBose. Here's DeBose around the left side. Gonna try and skip through. Looks like they're gonna keep the clock going there, saying he did not get out of bounds. Still positive play though. Bring up a 2nd and 3. So we're under 3 minutes to go until half now. 2:53 and counting.
Brings up 2nd down and 3.
Three receivers set here. Twins up top. Motion into the backfield. Gonna hand it off on the sweep. Gonna try and hit the edge with speed. He does. See how much more he can get. Gonna corral him there, but not before he can pick up a nice gain. And that's Jerron Jonas, senior. Chains move, gets out of bounds. 2:29 on the clock. Speed sweep there. Usually a fun play to run. If you time it right, it's going to be a big play every time. 2x2. Shotgun set here. Smedley. Left side complete. Back to the same man, looks like Jonas.
Roman Hamilton, number 22 on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
This is reminding me of the very first football game I had this season between the Woodlands and Langham Creek. It ended 48-42. Keeps his feet. Nice job there by DeBose. Right at the first down marker. See if they... Oh, 3rd and 4, never mind. Not sure what I was looking at there. Got 1:20 and counting until half. No timeouts used yet for Oak Ridge. They've got 2. They have to pick the pace up a little bit here, but they're fine. Complete, going to get out of bounds, and that's 21. Morgan on the catch. Camden Morgan, Jr., been heavily involved here tonight, making big plays. Again, he and DeBose have been the main damage dealers down the field for the War Eagle offense here tonight. Getting in all kinds of space. Split back. Quick throw right, picked off. What a play by the defender. Let's see if he can take this the distance. What an interception and read on that play. Number 8, Marcus Scott, Sr. What a play. There's a big Mo play for you, big momentum shift. Like one of those plays as a quarterback, like there's no read on it, obviously. You're just getting the snap and you're throwing it out there. You expect it to be there. You don't expect a defender to jump that as quickly as Scott did, but credit to Marcus Scott for making a phenomenal defensive play there. Huge moment in the game. 55 seconds to go until half. Conroe in the red zone with a chance to take the lead here. There's Garlock faking in the backfield. Has to get rid of it under extreme pressure. Applying the pressure for Oak Ridge, Matthew Humplick, also the punter. Early movement there, free play. Wow, big leap.
Pass attempt is incomplete.
The incomplete.
Injury timeout.
Quick timeout here on the field. We'll have 3rd and 10 when play resumes. I don't know if they've signaled the flag. I saw flag down there on the near sideline. It did look like it was going to be a free play. There was definite contact along the line. Looked like encroachment in a free play to the offense, so it should be 2nd and 5. It's like they do have the ball spotted on the 10.
Let's give that young man a round of applause.
And back to proceedings here on the field. The 2nd and 5, as we confirmed a second ago because of the encroachment. The motion into the backfield here. Going to fake it. Garlock. Go back to the right. He was looking over the middle for a catch. Some calls for pass interference. Not going to get him, though. To be fair, very light contact. .41 seconds to go in the half. Tie ball game, 27 apiece. Conroe trying to capitalize on that huge momentum play on defense by Marcus Scott, number 8, senior defensive back. Just a humongous interception he just made a minute ago. Tight formation here, unbalanced. Tried the sweep around the right side. I think there could have been a pitch on there. Kendall would have been the man to receive that had it come off, but that'll bring Cruz Granados out for another field goal attempt. But they're going to wind the clock down and call a timeout here. Conroe's got 1 left. Here's the timeout. 4 seconds left. And here comes the kicking team. Cruz Granados was good on his last made kick. Yeah, last time Conroe had the ball, they kicked a field goal. They had 24 points. Cruz Granados moved it to 27. He'll have a chance to hit his 2nd consecutive 3-pointer here. He can get it through. 30-yard field goal. About 5 yards longer than the last one he had. Now Oak Ridge is going to use a timeout. They've got 2. See if they end up using both here. The old icing strategy. Never been a big believer in the icing strategy, though. For me, it would make me more clear-headed and able to focus better. Have a little extra time to calibrate. It's hard to believe after all the action we've seen here in the first half of this football game that we get to do a whole other half of this. But again, stick around for halftime. We've got homecoming festivities and both bands coming up here. Homecoming night for Conroe Tigers. Kick up. Is it enough? It is. Conroe is going to take the lead into halftime by a score of 30-27. Conroe High leads. Phenomenal first half of football. Come back and join us.
Conroe Tigers 30. Please enjoy your halftime entertainment. you, ladies. And now, the pride of Oak Ridge, the award-winning high-flying War Eagle Band. The band is under the direction of our talented drum majors, Jennifer Flores, Maya Stern, Peyton Tabor, and Aldo Villanueva. The section of the week is the Color Guard. Officer of the week is Hannah Becker. The Marcher of the week is Tyler Dixon. Guard member of the week is Laura Jones. And our War Eaglet of the week, Vincent Villatoro. And now, sit back and relax as the War Eagle Band performs a portion of their 2021 field show entitled, "'Tis the Season." Take it away, War Eagle Band!
Folks, put your hands together one more time for the Oak Ridge High School War Eagle Band.
Once halftime's over.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. One of our many and great traditions at Conroe High is to elect a homecoming king and queen. But before we announce this year's candidates and winners, we're privileged to honor a few other Conroe graduates. First, we'd like to recognize the class of 1981. We want to thank them and all CHS alumni for continuing to support the Conroe community. Also, please give a round of applause for our 2021 homecoming, or 2020 homecoming king and queen, Cedric Johnson and Mia Arnsworth. They're here tonight to present our new king and queen with their crowns. Taking the field now are the Dukes and Duchesses who represent the many organizations and clubs at Conroe High School. They were recognized before the game, but please give them another round of applause. Without further ado, it is our privilege to introduce to you the 2021 Conroe High School Homecoming King and Queen candidates who will be appearing in alphabetical order. Introducing our first candidate for King, Mr. J.J. Flores. J.J. is the son of Juan and Gloria Flores. J.J. marches in the Conroe Tiger drum line and is a varsity baseball player. He plans on playing baseball in college while studying kinesiology. J.J. is escorted by his mother and father this evening. Introducing our first candidate for Queen, Miss Madison Barnett. Madison is the daughter of Johnny and Siobhan Johnson. Madison is a drum major in the Conroe Tiger Band and is a member of the National Honor Society. After high school, Madison plans on attending Louisiana State University and majoring in IT. She is escorted by her mother, father, and brother this evening. Introducing our next candidate for King, Mr. Roman Hamilton. Roman is the son of Lena and Thomas Young Davis. Roman is a member of the varsity football team in track. Roman would like to continue to play Introducing our next candidate for Queen, Miss Leslie Garcia. Leslie is the daughter of Jose Luis and Marisol Garcia. Leslie is a member of the dance company, Chinese Honor Society, and Chinese Club President. And after high school, Leslie plans on becoming a real estate agent, loan officer, or insurance agent. She is escorted by her mother and father this evening. Introducing our next candidate for King, Mr. Elijah Hernandez. Elijah is the son of Hilda and Hector Meza Hernandez. He is a member of the varsity football team and junior ROTC. He plans on attending Texas State to study industrial engineering. He is escorted by his mother and father this evening. Introducing our next candidate for Queen, Leah Lawhorn. Leah is the daughter of Jody and Justin Lawhorn. Leah is a varsity cheer captain, All-American cheerleader, and a former volleyball player. Leah will continue her education, studying to become an educator and coach. She is escorted by her mother and father tonight. Introducing our last candidate for King, Nicholas Daniel Vasella. Nicholas is the son of Lisa Rigby Williams. Nicholas is a varsity swimmer, captain of the water polo team, a member of the National Honor Society, and president and founding member of Tigers Join for Hope. Nicholas plans on joining Ole Miss Trent Rock Public Policy Leadership Program with the intention of pursuing law or joining the FBI. He is escorted by his mother and stepfather tonight. Introducing our final candidate for Queen, Marin West. Marin is the daughter of Clay and Alyssa West. Marin is the Conroe High School Golden Girls Colonel, a member of the Kentucky Competition Choir and National Honor Society. After high school, Marin will be attending Texas Tech to major in vocal performance and music education. She is escorted by her mother and father this evening. And it is now our privilege to announce to you Conroe High School's 2021 Homecoming King and Queen. The 2021 Homecoming King is JJ Flores. And the 2021 Homecoming Queen is Leah Lawhorn. Congratulations to the new King and Queen and to all of our great candidates. forget to attend this year's 2021 Conroe High School Alumni Association's annual homecoming breakfast tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in Conroe High School cafeteria. This year's honored class and host is a class of 1981. Cost is $10 per person, and there will be baskets for auction. Please come and support this fundraiser for scholarships for Conroe High School graduating seniors. Sick 'em, Tigers! And don't forget, join us after the game for the Conroe Tiger performance. They will be performing after the game this evening. Tonight's game day sponsor is Buckaloo Chevrolet. Buckaloo Chevrolet has been doing business in this community for 56 years. You don't stay in business that long without great prices, selection, and services. It is a better buy at Buckaloo in Conroe. Buckaloo Chevrolet is one brand, one dealership for 56 years. When you do business with Buckaloo, you're doing business with family. It's a better buy at Buckaloo in Conroe. Conroe ISD would like to thank our anchor partners for their support. Buckaloo Chevrolet, Woodforest National Bank, Memorial Herman, the Woodlands Medical Center, Houston Methodist, the Woodlands Hospital, and Gallo Auto Group. Conroe ISD would also like to thank our founding partners for their support. Richmond Realty Group, Consolidated Communications, Lone Star College, St. Luke's Health, the Woodlands Sports Medicine Center, and Sam Houston State University. Thank you for your support of Conroe ISD.
Welcome back to Moorhead Stadium. We hope you enjoyed those halftime festivities and the crowning of the homecoming queen and king there for Conroe High School. Teams are back on the field going through their stretches, about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. If it's anything like the first, we are in for a treat here, so stay with us here in the second half of this football game. It's one of those where if you blink, you miss something important. Conroe, after a lot of back and forth throughout the second quarter, took the lead into half by a score of 30-27. Again, the defenses opened the half being pretty dominant. The defensive fronts were causing a lot of problems for both of the offensive lines, and then about halfway through the first quarter, or maybe a little bit more towards the later part of the first quarter, the game just exploded to life and just did not stop until the halftime whistle. Just a breathless second quarter of action where both teams trading haymakers in the middle of the ring, just trading big momentum plays, explosive scoring plays. Both offenses kind of found their feet and found ways to be successful. For Oak Ridge, it was explosive runs through the likes of Larry DeBose, sophomore running back. It's been involved quite a bit tonight, as well as number 21, Camden Morgan, also making a lot of plays. And Oak Ridge, of course, has been led by junior quarterback Steve Smedley here on offense tonight. And on the opposite side of the ball, Conroe and their senior quarterback, Clayton Garlock, leading them down the field several times with big passes. They've had to kind of come up with a way to deal with the pressure that the Oak Ridge defensive line has been able to generate. Kind of took my breath away at times, the quickness with which the War Eagle front got into the Conroe backfield and disrupted things. But nevertheless, Conroe still found a way to put 30 points on the board, and the huge play at the end of half came from senior defensive back Marcus Scott. Just came up with an enormous interception. I believe it was around midfield I think Oak Ridge may have been just into Conroe territory, but regardless, it was a play where Oak Ridge was attempting to throw a quick kind of bubble screen out. Again, one of those that the quarterback's not reading. It's like you get the snap, quick throw out to the right. However, Scott was just all over the play, jumped the route, nearly took it back for 6. Conroe ended up having to settle for a field goal in the end. Actually, the last 2 scores from the Tigers were both field goals. So it'll be interesting to see if those are things they look back on with a measure of regret after this is over in terms of not getting the full 7 points. But regardless, they hold a 3-point advantage as we near the start of the 3rd quarter here. About 2.5 minutes to go. Teams are going to get behind their tunnels here and come out onto the field here, do their runouts, get ready to go. Again, be interesting to see where we land with the action here in the 3rd quarter. Who takes the initiative and what adjustments that both teams made in the locker room. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch here to see if the defenses kind of get control of the game here and we have a little bit more cagey second half as the teams start, looking at that clock hitting zeros at the end and, wanting to maybe manage things a little bit more and make sure they give themselves the best chance possible to get out of here with a win. Because like we said, this is the start of district play, a clean slate for both teams. Again, Conroe is 3-2 out of non-district. Oak Ridge, I believe, is 1-4. 2-3 to Conroe and 1-4 for Oak Ridge on the overall record. But of course, once district play starts, the overall record's irrelevant. It's all about what you do from this point forward. So both of these teams obviously approaching this game here tonight with a very high degree of competitiveness, and it's just been a thrilling game to watch. So buckle up. And let's get ready for the second half here as the Conroe Tigers run out and Oak Ridge doing the same on the opposite side of the field. We are just about ready to put the ball down and get down to the business of the evening here. Again, 4 playoff spots up for grabs in District 13 6A. 4 of the 6 teams will advance to the postseason. Each of these teams trying to set an early marker here and put themselves in the conversation to represent the district, but all starts with the first step here tonight. In Conroe under Coach Cedric Hardiman trying to elevate their program. They have a much more experienced roster across the board than does Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge obviously getting the business done despite their youth. Obviously have several players gaining extremely valuable experience this year. All these varsity reps really getting to see what big time football is all about in the state of Texas. Oak Ridge return team is on the field ready to receive the kick. Since Conroe received first to start proceedings here tonight. The Worcester Cruz Granados senior for Conroe making his way out to the official and the tee. Back deep for Oak Ridge 12, Larry DeBose, sophomore. And number 14, Austin Denny, looks like is joining him. 2-man deep setup. We'll see if Cruz Granados kicks it back there. If he goes short, he's going to pop it. Pooch style. But 21 picks it up. Successfully covered is Camden Morgan by the Conroe High kick coverage team. Morgan heavily involved here tonight for Oak Ridge. And again, we talked about adjustments. See what each team has done in the locker room here. If we pick up right where we left off with just explosive plays, or if the defenses have went in and kind of made a couple of tweaks to get a little bit better handle on the game. So again, that second quarter was just astonishing, really. Just totally out of control in terms of, no management of tempo, nothing like that. It was just explosive play after explosive play. A brief timeout on the field here before we can bring the Oak Ridge offense out. My name is Jeremy McGrill, and I thank you all for joining us here on this Conroe ISD live stream on YouTube. Encourage you to please like, subscribe, and follow all of the at Conroe ISD Sports channels on social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. All helps the exposure and helps people find what this district is doing for athletics and get the student athletes noticed as well. More people access these videos and get a look at the talent on display in Conroe ISD. At Conroe ISD Sports. First carry is going to go a couple yards, bring up 2nd and 8. Smedley flipping the tailback. DeBose next to him. Fake the sweep. Heavy pressure by Conroe. Smedley's going to escape smartly. Gets the pass off complete. And that's that man again, Camden Morgan. I feel like he's had his hands on the ball a lot tonight. I've lost count of how many touches he has, but he's got to be into double digits now. Bring it 3rd and 2. It's like a little bit of a longish 2.5. 3 receivers for Oak Ridge here. Motion across, sweep. Conroe had a defender right there, but just couldn't make the tackle, and that's going to be a first down for Oak Ridge. Valiant attempt, though, by the Conroe defender. I didn't catch the number of who flew in there. Had the perfect play dialed up, just couldn't do it. Just couldn't get the runner down, but nice play call by the defensive coordinator. They seemed to know exactly what was going to come there. Perfect situation dialed up there on defense. Sweep topside to Bose. Again, he's going to wriggle through there. Have a nice positive yardage gain. 9:50 on the clock in the 3rd quarter here. A little bit more of a methodical side to Oak Ridge here to start the 3rd quarter, using some clock. 4 receivers, 2x2 set. Smedley looking right, has a man complete. And once again to Morgan, Camden Morgan. Takes a shot at the end, but holds on, moves the chains. Thank you very much, he says. Again, War Eagles here, opening possession of the 2nd half, calmly going about their business. Smedley wants it. Play's going to be blown dead, however. False start. Didn't see where the infraction occurred exactly. But back the ball goes 5 yards. 1st and 15, 9 minutes exactly. Like spotted on the 41-yard line. .26 is the line to gain for first down. Sweep DeBose. Like Roman Hamilton, one of the defenders in on the stop for the Tigers there to seal the edge. One of the few times in this game that DeBose has been denied space. 2nd and 13. Again, anything goes here in the playbook for the offense. Great spot on the field to do whatever you want. Three receivers. Complete over the middle. Smart high percentage pass there. And that's Tevian Jefferson, sophomore, just sitting down in space there, doing a good job presenting himself as a target to Smedley. 3rd and 3. Nicely executed Again, 3 receivers set for Oak Ridge. Split back. No safeties for Conroe. It'd be a sweep around the left side to Bose. Has the corner. He's going to turn it up. Accelerate. First down. Didn't see where he ended up there, but looked like maybe a hit out of bounds. See what we get here. Looks like a late hit, so this could be really good for Oak Ridge. And it will be. Personal foul. So first down run and a large amount tacked on. Oak Ridge very much in business here. First drive of the third quarter. Exactly what they would have wanted to come out and do from their halftime discussion. Always an objective for the offense. Score on the first drive of a half, or the first or second. You get the ball, you want to go down and get points. Smedley looking to the end zone, corner route. Looked like he had a chance, but yeah, just kind of ran out of space there to bring that down inbounds. Intended man, the ever-present Camden. Involved in everything here tonight. He's been open for pretty much everything. Second and 10. There's 4 receivers here for Smedley and Oak Ridge. Sweep left side. Not much room to run there. Conroe High, great job stacking it up on by the Tiger defense. It's Jace Fussell, I believe, on that carry. Sophomore. Again, one of several sophomores on this varsity roster for Oak Ridge. 4 receivers, trips up top. Throw to the corner. Has a man, can he keep his feet and make the grab? He does. Wow, what a catch. He was losing his feet as he was trying to bring that in, but he manages to haul it in for the touchdown. Humongous start to the half for Oak Ridge there. Gets mopped by his teammates in the end zone. Late flag comes in at the end of that. We'll see if that's down to extracurricular activity. And once again, one of the players of the day here so far for Oak Ridge, Camden Morgan, coming down with that grab. And again, he was losing his footing as he was catching that. Not an easy ball at all. Even when you're on your feet properly, let alone when you're falling down. Personal foul call here. Expect things to get a little bit heated given the highly competitive nature of this football game. Oak Ridge now leading on the scoreboard 33-30. 6:33 left in the third quarter. That drive used quite a bit of clock here. About half the third quarter gone on one drive. A sharp contrast from the explosive plays we've seen so far here tonight. Vasquez having to wait a little bit before he can kick it. Now he's ready. Officials give him the signal. High snap. Good job by the holder. Kick is booted well through by Vasquez. So that point after will take us to 34-30 now. Oak Ridge leading Conroe. Very methodical touchdown drive by Oak Ridge there to take up almost half the time off the third quarter clock. See what answer Conroe High has. It's been that kind of game, just back and forth. Okay, your turn to answer. Oh, no. Okay, now it's Oak Ridge's turn to answer. Back to Conroe. It's been that kind of game for a long time now. We'll see if Conroe keeps that up. Back deep to receive, number 7, Jace Williams. He's kind of the point man there, standing on the goal line. Got 2 up backs. Number 13, Nigel Aday, sophomore. One of the other available options back there, along with number 2, Treshawn Kindle. All 3 capable of making something happen. Vasquez has the ball down for Oak Ridge. It's going to take a quick sort of walk up here. Let's see if we've got any shenanigans in play. Showing potential onside here. And they do. They're going to go for it. Does it go far enough? No. Wow. Scott's going to take this to the house. Cleanly picks it up. He's gone. Touchdown Tigers. What a play. Oak Ridge bravely going for the onside. It wasn't quite going to bounce far enough, and Scott took advantage, saw what was happening. Heads up play by Marcus Scott to just snatch that right out of the air, take it straight up the field, touchdown untouched. When you think you have this game figured out in terms of who has the momentum, you don't. Just wait to play, it'll change. Marcus Scott with his second just massive momentum play of the evening. And I mean just truly massive on both occasions. He is single-handedly responsible for 10 points here tonight. Kick up, Cruz Granados, and good. So after that sequence, the score is now Conroe 37, Oak Ridge 34. 6:23 on the clock. Of course, barely any time gone off of that. Well, there's our answer for what to expect here. Again, just a phenomenal, cleanly picked ball there by Scott. There was no doubt where that was going to end up as soon as he got his paws on it. Looked like he put up one hand initially to stop it. Brought the other one on the ball quickly, just snatched it straight out of the sky. On the hop. Kick deep back, going to try and find space around the left. He does. A little bit of room. Nice little return out. That's Austin Denny on the return, senior. The seesaw continues. Oak Ridge offense huddling on the far sideline. Tiger defense on the field and ready to go. Conroe High offense still not needed in this second half so far. Have not taken a single snap. Smedley sweep to DeBose, looking for space up top. Well pursued by the Conroe Tiger defense, not going anywhere there. No gainer. 2nd and 10. There is no possible better value than what these fans are getting here tonight. Just amazing display of football and competitiveness from both teams. There's another sweep. But that's going to be blown up in the backfield by Conroe. That is number 46 for the Conroe Tigers on the tackle, Lissandro de Magistris, a junior. He's been pretty omnipresent out there here tonight. Usually when there's been a play made by someone up front for the Tigers, de Magistris has been in the thick of the action. Mentioned how when I saw Conroe play their first game of the year against Maid Creek, that Roman Hamilton was the one that seemed to be making all the big plays. Of course, tonight, Marcus Scott is the defensive MVP so far. Smedley looking deep post. Valiant attempt by the receiver there. Was trying to one-hand that. Would have been incredible. Jaquale Harrison Jr. Ball incomplete and 4th down. So a key stop there for Conroe. Managed to stop the Seesaw, at least temporarily. And in this game, it's been very temporary. Not going to take it any further than that because it's going to change if I try and project anything further ahead. Back to punt. Punt away. It's one of those line drive, dangerous to try and catch. The return man, Jace Williams, thought better about trying to get his hands on that one. As hot as that thing was coming in, takes a very favorable bounce for Oak Ridge. So against the odds somewhat, the War Eagles are able to flip the field position on that play. They're not in a great position on the field to get that kind of result, but thanks to the kick, they do. Back on the field, Garlock, the Conroe offense operating with a lead, 3-point lead, 37-34, 4:37 on the clock in the third quarter. 4 receiver set, trips near side. Quick throw right, incomplete. Hot forward pass, incomplete. Of course, always good for the defense to play those out because you never know. Matthew Humplick for Oak Ridge in the area. He's the one who picked the ball up. Did his due diligence there. And 4 wide for Garlock and Conroe. 2x2 fake over the middle to Lewis Williams, complete. Can be very close to a first down, yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up after that. A nice execution on the slant to Williams. Of course, the favorite target of Garlock. All district talent, had a monster sophomore year last year. Did Lewis Williams. Garlock looking to the sideline. Looks like a 3x1 4 receiver set for Conroe here. Trips near side. Garlock sideline throw. Complete. Takes a shot though. On the catch. Good job of tough receiving there. Kylie Payne. Senior dusts himself off and says first down. Move those chains. Great job by him. Those are the kind of catches you have to expect to make as a receiver. You will be hit. Garlock, heavy pressure up the middle, sidesteps it. Wide open receiver, Kylie Payne again. He's going to sidestep and try and take this further. Gets upended there around the 30, deep into Oak Ridge territory though. Great play by Payne. Great execution by Garlock to find his wide open man over the middle. It's a cheeky little sidestep of some pressure that came initially. As cool as a cucumber in the face of that. Throws a strike. Moving quickly. Looking for the end zone. Man appeared to have a step. Couldn't get the pass completed though. The intended man, Lewis Williams III. Ball just appeared to hang up a little bit because Williams did have a couple of steps, it looked like, behind the defender there on that corner route. At least that's what it appeared to be from up here. Thrown to that pylon. 2nd and 10, 2:58 left in the third. And Conroe trying to add to their 3-point advantage here, leading 37-34. Garlock surveying his options, none available though. Going to get rodeo tackled in the backfield. It's number 93 for Oak Ridge, coming up with a big defensive stop, Jacob Harris, Jr. Bring up 3rd and long now, 3rd and 13 to be exact. However, they are in 2-down territory with their location on the field. Too far to kick. Do a straight handoff, planning for the 2 downs there. 24, Christopher Ware, Jr. A little power play around the left side. Be 4th and 7 to go for the first down line to gain. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line of Oak Ridge. Line to gain is the 22. Garlock looking for his play. Going to be an empty backfield set, looks like here. Likely someone motioning into or across the backfield, I would imagine, maybe. Oh, we need to keep it empty. Good protection. Late pressure trying to come. Garlock sidesteps it. He even had a little bit more time than he used to throw that ball incomplete. So we remain tight in this game. Oak Ridge able to hold firm there, avoid letting Conroe High get any further away on the scoreboard. So with 1:42, War Eagle offense set to take over again. Be on their own 30. Smedley and company make their way back out. They've got the play 3 wide. Twin receivers to the top. Single man near side here. H-back. Handoff up the gut. There he goes, off to the races. He has just been in all kinds of space, and again gets kind of heel clipped there at the end of that run. Is Larry DeBose. But just showing really good acceleration tonight. Just gobbling up huge gains. Again, good patient running. There was a linebacker that was free at the 2nd level to take a shot at him, but DeBose just kind of froze him with a little shimmy. Gave him the lane he needed to pop that for a big gain. Now Oak Ridge very much in business. 28-yard line of Conroe. 2x1 shotgun. Like very similar play to DeBose. Not much to work with there, however. 2 yards. We go under a minute to go in the third. Be flipping fields here after the next snap. Depending on what they do, of course. So DeBose going to jog off for a second. This Oak Ridge offense looks to the sideline. Find the play. Have a late man onto the field. Be number 4, Justin Williams, sophomore. Another one of the sophomores, the mini on this team. Smedley, slant. Has his man Camden. Camden Morgan. This should be the end of the third quarter. 10 seconds. I think they'll count it down and we'll flip into the field. So at the end of 3, the score here at Moorhead Stadium, Conroe High 37, Oak Ridge 34.
That's the end of your third quarter of play with your score. Oak Ridge War Eagles 34, Conroe Tigers 37.
As the quote goes from one of my very favorite movies of all time, Gladiator, are you not entertained? We have one heck of a fourth quarter in store. Fans very much into this. As they should be. Both of these teams just laying everything on the field here tonight to get that first precious district win. Smedley loaded backfield here for Oak Ridge. Up the middle, power play. That's Williams. Maybe his first touch of the night. It's been all DeBose up to this point in terms of the backfield carries. Again, loaded backfield. Looks like going to go with the heavy set. Wanting to play power ball here now are the War Eagles. Officials standing over the ball here. See what they want to do. Pause here for a brief second. What they want to do is measure. Say that's just, let's see what it is. They're calling it short right now. Looks like the way they're stretching it. Fourth down, 1 to go here. Humongous play in the game, to say the least. Biggest play of the night for Oak Ridge. And Conroe, for that matter. Up the middle, Conroe, or Oak Ridge rather, thinks they have it. Let's see where the spot comes in. Looks favorable. We'll see though, they may need another measurement. It's going to be very close. Both teams think they've accomplished their goal. And they're going to bring chains out. Official timeout to do just that. Ball is right on the 29. Or 19 rather. Let's see, how far will it stretch? Tigers say it's short, and it is. They're running off the field celebrating. It's well short, actually. Not sure why that needed a measurement. Nevertheless, big defensive play. So once again, Conroe Tiger defense holds when Oak Ridge is on the field for a chance to try and even the score or take the lead back. So big offensive moment here for Conroe. You wonder if they're thinking taking a shot right here, but they can also be calm and just methodically execute as well. You don't have to try and go for total gusto here. Garlock is going to try and run around, but nothing going. Nothing on there. Oak Ridge making the tackle. Defensive line was alive to that challenge. Like Miles Terry on that wrap-up. 2nd and 10, no gain there. We move under 11 minutes remaining in the game here tonight. Phenomenal homecoming game that we are being treated to here. It is just a lovely night at Moorhead Stadium. Just unbelievable weather for football. Nice catch. Let's see if he breaks loose. Almost did. That's number 13, Nigel Leday, sophomore, on that catch. Well thrown football by Garlock. Well caught by Leday. He was nearly off to the races there. Breaks one more tackle. He's gone. Slipped inside the first defender. Nearly gets away from the second. Perfect start to the drive. Be a very tight receiver formation here for Conroe. 2 receivers each side. Very tight. Going to motion out Kylie Payne, though. He'll be the lone man that's creating width. Garlock pulled the fake handoff. Now he's looking deep for Williams. Williams lost the defender there for a split second, but able to recover at the last minute is Lane Cromwell on the coverage on Williams. Williams looked to kind of have the better of the tracking of the football there initially, but the defender recovers to make a very key breakup because he was all alone against Williams there on that one. Garlock again faking handoff. Looking over the middle, throws into traffic, somehow complete. Not sure how that ball managed to fit in there, but it did. Going to move it onto the Oak Ridge side of midfield now. 9:50 and counting in the game. Bring up a much more manageable 3rd down situation as a result of the pass. 3rd and 4. A little bit of risky business from Garlock there in terms of throwing that one into traffic, but got the job done. Rolling around the right side now. Man wide open on the sideline up there, complete. Another accurately thrown football. Like number 30 there for Conroe on the catch, Krishawn Rogers-Matthews Jr. Sat on the sideline there. Garlock calmly dumps it into him. Put Conroe on the 25-yard line of Oak Ridge. Just an enormous insurance touchdown here. If they can punch it in, they've got to get there. Oak Ridge defense saying, not so fast. You're not just going to walk in. They're going to make them earn it. Defensive front for the War Eagles stacking up that play. Like number 24, Chris Ware on that tackle. Christopher Ware Jr. And both of these teams deserve a lot of credit for the way they've competed here tonight. Outstanding effort. Quick pass left. Oak Ridge was on it, but Payne makes the first man miss and the second and the third. Wow, what a run after the catch. Late flag comes in. Kylie Payne take a bow after those moves. Looked like it could be on Oak Ridge. Gracious, he ran out of a shoe. I would have run out of my knee cartilage trying those moves. Like an Oak Ridge defender flew in there initially, had a free shot. Payne, phone booth quickness. Tight receiver, trips near side. Garlock looking that way. Does he have a man? He does underneath. That's Kylie Payne again. Inside the 10. He wrestled down there, but not before a nice positive gain. Move under, just under the 8-minute mark to go in this game. Of course, we can't speak in any absolutes here, but a touchdown for the Tigers would go a long way to salting this one away or putting them in position to do that anyway. A lot of work to do to get into the end zone. Fade route, top side. Does he have it? Yes, he does. He comes down, touchdown Tigers. Lewis Williams III. Who else is it going to be? The main man in the offense when it comes to making plays on the perimeter. Phenomenal throw and catch there. Garlock to Williams, just accurately thrown. Williams sized it up perfectly there in the corner, comes down with a humongous catch. And again, please follow our social media channels at Conroe ISD Sports. Every like, follow, and subscribe you gives us helps increase the prominence of the channel. Kick up and true. That will move the score to Conroe 44, Oak Ridge 34 now with 7 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the game. And once again, every like, follow, and subscribe you give us on our social media channels increases the prominence of what the district is doing with these productions that we're able to bring you during the season. Just a lot of great work from a lot of great hardworking people goes into all these visuals that you get from the field. The camera people for sure, the hardest working people out there. I have the easy job. I just sit here and run my mouth for a couple hours. They do all the hard work, carrying around the heavy equipment, bringing all these good shots. Of course, our show control team managing how everything fits together in the broadcast, keeping everything on time. It's a big effort that Conroe ISD, I think, is really good to do, because obviously not every district does this kind of production for their student athletes. Cruz Granados, who successfully booted in the PAT, has the ball down now. Do they dare try another onside here? He's taking that kind of alignment again. Nope, he's going to pop that one now. A little bit deeper. I was about to say that would be extremely, well, big hit there on the initial first contact, and they wrestle him down. Excellent kick coverage there by the Tigers. Like number 15 for Oak Ridge getting up with that one, Elijah Porter Jr. That was number 14, rather, for Oak Ridge, sorry. Austin Denny, senior. Oak Ridge, big task ahead of them on offense now. Time starting to work against them well and truly here. Need some explosive plays. Try and give themselves a last chance in this one. Gonna blow that dead, flag down. Looks like maybe a procedural penalty here, since they didn't let the play go. Delay a game. In desperation times, clearly for the War Eagle defense, after Conroe was able to put a little bit of breathing room on the scoreboard, something which neither team has enjoyed at any point in this game until just now. It's been tight seesaw battle. Haymakers in the middle of the ring the whole way. Looking for the corner. Floats in an accurate pass that is caught by Camden Morgan. I'm not sure why I even bother looking for numbers anymore, because he's there every time, at least on the passes. He has been the man tonight. I'm going to look at the stats as soon as I have a chance after this one to see just how many touches of the ball he's ended up with tonight. But I'd said earlier, I thought he was over 10 in the third quarter. Sweep top side. Puts his foot in the ground. Nice run there. It's 25 on the carry. Jace Bussell, sophomore. Really admire how both teams have approached this game here tonight. Just giving it everything they have. Maximum effort. Smedley looking for him around the right. Thought he was going to have his main man again. Couldn't quite get that completed to Morgan. Bring up a 3rd and 1. 6:15 on the game clock. And would be enormous if Oak Ridge is able to find a last big play here to keep things in doubt for a little bit longer. Power type set, but with 3 receivers. And up the middle they go. Trying to get the first down. Late flag coming in. Good job of physical defense by Conroe there, but let's see what the flag is. Defensive face mask there, so that'll give him the first down. Something going in Oak Ridge's favor. They'll need a few favors here, trailing by 10 with 6:10 left in the football game here tonight. That's a pretty big one. Pressure up the middle, completes underneath for a gain. That is number 9, Tevian Jefferson, sophomore, on that reception. Good job. Making that grab, getting upfield, getting what he can. Bring up about a 2nd and 3. Receiver set here for Oak Ridge. Smedley wants the ball. Step up in the pocket there. Good job anchoring his feet. Has a man open. Sliding catch. Unfortunately for him, not the NFL, so he can't get up with it and run it, but still, great catch. Exactly what they needed to do. Make a big play to bring them closer to getting a touchdown here. Get it in quickly here. We still got ourselves a football game very much. Still 5:22 left in the game. A ton of time, especially in this one. Neither one of these teams have needed much time at all to score tonight. Back to pass again, heavy pressure. Wow, dialed up the blitz perfectly there. No chance of getting that football away. It's number 28 for the Conroe High defense, Dylan Hartley, a senior. All over that one. Excellent call by the defense. No blitz pickup there for Oak Ridge. Back them up a little. Conroe says you're not just going to walk in here. 3-by-1, 4 receiver set. Smedley over the middle, slant, and he has his man. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. That is number 1 on the catch, Jaquale Harrison, junior receiver. Nicely touched in ball by Smedley, junior to junior. And with that, our score is now Conroe 44, Oak Ridge 40, pending the point after. 4:24 left on the game clock. Vasquez. Kick is good. We have a 3-point football game once again. Conroe 44, Oak Ridge 41 after that PAT. 4:24. Don't go anywhere. We're still playing football here tonight. What a game. I don't want it to end. Huge answering touchdown drive from Oak Ridge there. Had a penalty aid there around the midfield area that kind of set them up, converted first down. Big play down to about the 5-yard line. They get backed up again off of a nice sack by the Conroe High defense. But right after that, nicely touched pass from Smedley to Harrison for the touchdown. Fernando Vasquez has the ball placed. Let's see if any shenanigans. No. Gonna kick it deep. Like Conroe High was prepared for shenanigans. That one's gonna bounce around tricky. Gonna have to take it out of bounds deep in their own territory. So a chance for the Oak Ridge defense here to bow up. They've got Conroe pinned way back. Right where they want them, really. Let's see if the Tiger offense can break out of this bad position on the field here. Again, the Conroe High Tigers were fully prepared for shenanigans on that kickoff. Had guys up. The deepest man looked like Treshawn Kendall. But obviously, once Oak Ridge decided to line drive that kick, nothing he could do about it. So they were preparing to field an onside potentially. 3-by-1 shotgun here. Actually, just 3, just trips near side. timeout to Conroe. That's their first timeout taken of the second half. So now Conroe High has 2 timeouts. Oak Ridge has 2 timeouts left as well. Again, coming out in the same formation are the Tigers with the trips receivers. Nope, now there is a 4th man up top. I see him now. So it is a 3-by-1 set, 4 receivers. Kind of hard to tell because both teams have lightish jerseys on with white helmets and white pants. Garlock in a little bit of trouble. He's going to escape, though, get what he can. Good job protecting the football. Not getting himself into any trouble anywhere near the goal line there. Good job squeezing out what he can. Heady play by the senior. Good job keeping himself out of trouble. Those are the little things that win games. Where a lesser experienced QB might try and make too much happen. There's Garlock again, keeping around the right side. He's got space. He can have the first down. Nicely done. Once again. The cool head is what you need at the end of a game like this, trying to preserve a lead. Coming up to 3:30 left in this one here tonight. Moments away from finding out, potentially, which one of these teams gets to start district play at 1-0. Conroe High has Grand Oaks next week. Oak Ridge will face the Woodlands. Sweep, right side. To be a little room to turn it up. It's Kylie Payne. Hop, skipping, and jumping around the side there. Nice positive gain just beyond the 30-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it maybe 31. And they do, right on the 31. Knows the football. 3 minutes exactly on the game clock. Garlock 4 wide again. 3 receivers now to the top side as Payne moves up that way. Gonna hand off. Keep it simple. Stacked up by Oak Ridge. Aggressive throw at the end of that by the defender, but no harm done. Take a brief timeout here. Teams out, ready to resume action here again. 2:46 on the game clock now. 3rd and 2 for Conroe High. This is where Oak Ridge, of course, looking to make an enormous defensive stop here. If they can manage it. Easier said than done. Split backs. Motioning Payne out of the backfield, going to fake it. Garlock around the left side, nicely designed play. He's in all kinds of space. Showing some acceleration there is Garlock. Wow. Just outstanding play from the quarterback Garlock here. Looking like the team leader he is. To place the ball at the 40. Just great sleight of hand on the fake there. He's showing some acceleration that I wasn't aware he had. He doesn't get to run a ton in this offense. Just when they need him to. Like when they're trying to hold a preserve a lead here, or extend it if they can again. 2-by-1, 3-receiver set, H-back. Garlock handoff. Back Oakridge had that stacked up, they still do. And for Conroe, that's Christopher Ware on the carry. This is Miles Terry in the area of that tackle. Got 1:33 and counting on the game clock. Again, both teams have 2 timeouts apiece. Oakridge is going to have to start using them. Sweep. Tyler Payne going to get space close to a first down. Looks like he may have it. Like probably a timeout for a measurement. It's right on the 30 though. Nope, they're going to go ahead and waive it. Now they're going to stop the clock. Timeout, Oakridge. Desperation time now for the War Eagles.
That's their second charge timeout in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the players and coaches, it is the policy of Conroe Independent School District to not allow spectators onto the field after the game. Again, no one is allowed entry.
Oak Ridge has 1 timeout remaining. So I'm not sure if the Tigers will run another player, if they can just kneel it a couple times here. First down, so I believe they can just kind of kneel it. Preserve this first win of the year in district play. See if they go victory. Nope, stay. Gun, 3 wide. Garlock on the keep, takes a shot. Aggressive tackle there, looking to obviously make a play, try and pop the ball loose. Garlock holds on to it. Looked like Benjamin Del Rey on the tackle, 32. Another timeout, the final one of the game for Oak Ridge. So with that, a couple of kneel downs ought to do it here for Conroe. Victory formation time. Technically 2nd and 9 on the down and distance. 1:05 game clock. Oak Ridge officially out of timeouts now. Be a huge way to start district for the Tigers. Homecoming night, no less here. Special night for all involved. Diamond formation here. It'll be Conroe's victory. Down on a knee goes Garlock. Timeout on the field. Not sure why. And here comes the Tiger offense back out. Going to put 1:05 back on the clock, it looks like. Will remain 2nd and 9, and again, Conroe coming out in their victory formation. That diamond pistol look. There's Garlock once again on a knee. just a huge way to start district if you're the Tigers. Just getting that first win out of the way, setting yourself up to have a chance at making a run at not only a playoff spot, but keeping yourself in the conversation for a district title as well. Each win you can get. Say one more kneel down and we are home free tonight. Conroe will win this one by a score of 44-41 over a very spirited Oak Ridge team. Both of these teams are to be commended for the effort they've shown here tonight. Just highly competitive, highly entertaining football game. Encourage all your friends to watch this one back once it's archived here after the game. This one is definitely worth watching back. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail, and I thank all of you who, if you've stuck with us this long, thank you very much for being with us tonight. I hope you'll join us again next week as we resume district play. We're in 13-6A, again, 4 out of the 6 teams vying for a ticket to the state playoffs. Best time of year for high school football. One more snap. Garlock on a knee once again. And that'll be the ball game. Teams will line up, shake hands. Again, both of these teams deserve just a ton of credit here tonight for the way they played. One of the better district games you'll ever see, just with the kind of plays being made here tonight on both sides. Outstanding. Give credit where it's due. Good sportsmanship being shown. The home crowd going wild for the homecoming night win are the Tiger faithful. Players soaking it up. Again, thank you for joining us tonight on this Conroe ISD broadcast. I'm Jeremy McGrail. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Good night.
Greatest academic traditions in Texas since 1980. Award-winning Conroe High, under the leadership of Principal Dr. Tasha Smith, along with Dr. Curtis Small, Superintendent of the Conroe ISD, celebrating 129 years of excellence. Together, proudly present one of the oldest bands in Texas as it celebrates its 92nd birthday this year. Please give a band welcome to the legendary Conroe Band! Under the direction of band directors Billy Skimbo, Don Martinez, and Aaron Hernandez, as well as color guard director Michael Henson and percussion director Lamar Bertrand. Section of the week, baritone. Today, the band presents their 2021 competition show, Dia de los Muertos, which features original music by John Nix and Adam Dillon. World drum majors are Madison Barnett, Jordan Devlin, Brian Esposito, and Garrett Miller. Conroe Type Band, you may now take the field for performance.